Hey guys, and welcome back to From City to Country. I'm Kizzy and we're not at home. Well, I am not at home. I'm just taking a little stroll down our favorite track to walk. I'm on my own, taking some time to myself. The kids are asleep. TK's at work, working from home. So the kids are not by themselves. And I just thought I'd go for a walk, need some fresh air today. And yeah, you know, sometimes you do have to also look after yourself. And quite often we forget to do that when we're looking after other people. So it's good to have that time alone as well. I'll just pop you down over there while I put my gloves on, because it is really cold today. I'm so happy that I wore my gloves. Right, let's go. I do love taking a walk at this time, just as the sun is beginning to set. It's really quiet, just like early mornings. It's really quiet. You can listen to the sounds of nature tucking themselves into bed for the night. The air is just so fresh. It's just so peaceful to me. I know some people like going for these walks early in the morning before everyone gets up. Me, on the other hand, although I do like morning walks, when I can do it, I do enjoy the evening ones too. Possibly more than the morning walks, if I'm honest. This is also the track that my husband likes to come down because there's often fallen trees. He usually scouts for fallen trees and cuts them up, and that's what we use to heat the house. We do it that way because, well, it's free. The prices and inflation has just gone up, you know, since we started this country journey. And we just have to look for different ways in which we can save money. One reason I wanted to come down this track is because when my husband came down to chop some wood, he spotted some bees around here. And as some of you may know, we are planning on keeping bees. We are also planning on catching some swarms, hopefully. So I've come to scout out the area to see whereabouts we can put the swarm traps. Yeah, because this is a track that lots of people walk their dogs and cyclists ride by and stuff. We don't want to put the swarm traps too close to the track because that might deter the bees and they might not think it's suitable for them. So we want to put it, this is the track I'm on now, we want to put it somewhere over there in the woods. Over behind me here is just a open field, so they're less likely to go in an open field. They're more likely to come under here where there's trees and possibly stuff that they can forage when the spring comes. There's not much they can forage on in the fields behind because there's nothing but grass and dry corn. And the farmers over there, they work their fields. And they grow grains and stuff, so yeah, they're more likely to be here, and we spotted them here as well. So we're hoping to be able to catch a swarm in the woods. We're also going to have to put them in other places on the property, because usually when spring comes, we usually have a swarm that tries to make their nest in the cottage that we're living in. And it's happened twice since we've been here. So the first spring of 2020, they swarmed the house. They were looking for a suitable place. It was a massive swarm actually, and they didn't go very far because we kept hearing them buzzing above the trees of where we live. And what we think is they found a hollow tree nearby to the cottage and they made their home there. So we're hoping that the same thing happens again this year when spring comes, and hopefully we can catch a few swarms. Yeah, that's the plan. There are lots of trees that we can put them on. Not this big one here because it's just too close to the track. Literally, the track is right here and the tree's there. Lots of hollow trees that they may go potentially. There's this whole track of potential places to put swarm traps, so it's looking hopeful, guys. Though it's still February, we have had a lot of warm days. We had about 2 weeks of just sunshine, blue skies, no rain, fairly warm. I think it dropped as low as 10 or 12 degrees Celsius. And while I was in the garden the other day, I noticed a bumblebee buzzing around. It actually almost hit me in the head in the garden, and I'm like, wow, a bumblebee. How early do bumblebees come out? And I'm thinking, can't be spring yet, it's only February. As of today, I think it's the 10th of February, I believe. Yeah, the 10th of February. And we have like a Japanese flowering cherry already in bloom. There are daffodils beginning to come out. They're not blooming yet though, but they're almost there. So many signs that spring is almost here, like really close. So what we don't want to do is like lose that time for catching the swarm. We're trying to like keep our eyes on the weather as well. The earliest that bees swarmed in the UK is between March and September, I believe I read. The most being in the earlier months like March, April, May, June. We don't want to miss that boat. So we're almost in mid-February. We're just planning and scoping out places in which we can place the swarm traps, and also we've put our names on the local list for people to contact if there are swarms in our area and they want someone to come and remove them. They do pay you to remove it from their property. So that's pretty cool. We are now, TK and I are registered beekeepers, and it's really exciting. We have to make our own swarm traps because we checked online. The swarm traps are pretty expensive. So we're up to keep our eye on that and try and, you know, build the ones ourselves. This is going to be our first year of keeping bees, hopefully. We have some nooks of bees on order, and we're expecting them to arrive in the spring, weather permitted. But until then, if you guys have any tips for us, please put them in the comments below. I'm gonna head home now and wrap this video up. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.